Counting down toward our first pitch here in the nation's heartland. The Mets take on the Cardinals. Next. With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on the show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Well, as you check out the graphic right here, both of these guys pitching exceptionally well this season. Both with really low ERAs, and so it's hard to imagine that a lot of runs will be scored in this one.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets as Terry Collins sets his guys up like this. Gerald Vaughn will get the ball to face them, and if you're looking for a key to this ball game, it'll be how he fares the first time or two through the order. This is a guy that can struggle in the early going, so a good start is imperative for him here. Daniel Murphy will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight.
Get him down now.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And that's in there as well, so it's 0-2 to start the night.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Swing and a high chopper. And reined in, one away. So 1-3 on the putout to get us started. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the Redbirds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Gary Cox will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Let's go.
Breaking balls in there that time, 1-1.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
Bases are empty, one man out. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Michael Lee will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. Right there for strike one.
Quite a matchup here. You've got one of the front runners for the Cy Young matching up against one of the front runners for the MVP.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
And even though it's still the first inning, you can already tell he's going to be a force out there on the mound. He's got that glare in his eyes.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And Ichiro will make the catch, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. It's the Mets nothing, Redbirds stepping up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now the starting lineup for the Cardinals looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Chad Harris will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Cardinals, third baseman, Chad Harris.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Come on, Chad.
And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get two strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
John Jay will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
Nick Savage will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
2-2 now with 2 gone here in the home half of the first.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Here's the 2-2 home. Fouled back. Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And see you later. That one is gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, this is a wake-up call for what it's like to pitch up here in the show. I mean, big league hitters, they spoil the good pitches and they crush the bad ones. He got every bit of this one.
Mark McGuire will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. First pitch coming. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Number 3 will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League.
Number 3.
Come on, Cardinals.
Here's the first offering. Lined hard to the left side, but foul. Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
David Lee will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 7 games. Boy, arctically cold. swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting sixth, first baseman, number 30.
Number 30 will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs.
Do it, Cardinals. Do it.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Harris is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. They still trail 1-0. Yadier Molina will stand in, hoping he can be the same kind of run producer he was yesterday when he drove in 3 of his guys' 4 eventual runs. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
3-1. Johnny Peralta waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a 1-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Johnny Peralta will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
But this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, you never know. This might have been the lesser of 2 evils right here. If you take this pitch, you know it's strike 3. If you swing, you might bounce into a double play ball. So the best he could have done was maybe fouled that thing off, but instead, he comes up empty.
Peter Borges will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game. Here's the first offering. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Let him go!
Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And that'll be a base hit here for Borges. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Ichiro Suzuki will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. And here's the first pitch. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Well, you accomplished 2 things on that last swing. Number one, obviously you drive in that run with the sacrifice fly. But because that ball was hit so deep, it allows the second runner to move up another 90 feet as well.
Gerald Vaughn will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away.
Let's go, Cardinals!
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Runner away from third, now the pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Men on third with 2 down. And a fastball taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Lee is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Michael Kadire will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
First offering on the way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Ball 2 to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And here's a slider for a called strike.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Let's go, St. Louis.
Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And this is going to be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Brian McCann will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
I don't know that hit. Swing.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And a changeup that time that's lifted in the air out toward left. There to take it is Borges, one away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently third best. Number 48 will step in now. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike one.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Hey, double him up.
Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball one.
A wise decision to pull it back. You've got to make sure you bunt at strikes. You're playing right into their hands if you don't.
Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Daniel Murphy will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Close to the bag, it's second there. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More ahead from St. Louis right after this. Chad Harris makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Third baseman, Chad Harris.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
Here comes the 2-0. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And boy, this is exactly how you want your leadoff hitter to approach an at-bat. He's showing a lot of patience, and it's worked out so far.
The 3-1. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
Here we go, Cardinals.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Another full count pitch home. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
The center fielder, number 19.
John Jay will stand in now following the leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in the 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Opposite field to left. And now he has some trouble with it in left. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
Boy, and that was some kind of effort out there. Here's a look at it. He's charging in hard, and this ball just kicks off his glove right there. This is going to be a base hit all the way, but it was nearly a super play.
Nick Savage will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. Too low, 1-0.
That's the ball.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. Cox is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Mark McGuire will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And this is low, but McCann able to get a handle on it quickly there. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. He'll be feeling that one all night long.
Yadier Molina will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Let's put a few on the board. Here we go.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Punch one through.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Johnny Peralta will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. First pitch on the way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Come on, Cardinals, let's go. Do that.
Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. 3 left for St. Louis, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Gary Cox will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Gary Cox.
Go back to New York, man.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That missed close. It's ball 2.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
All right, Cardinals.
Here's the 2-0. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Now batting, Right fielder, Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. No runs, no hits. One error in the game for the Mets thus far. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Come on, that was a strike.
There's a good breaking ball down on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Nice play.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do take that thing, there's no guarantee that it won't be called strike 3.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So with a runner at first and one gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. No runs, no hits. One error in the game for the Mets thus far. And now this is strike 2 called as he shakes his head. 2-2 now.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Let's go, Redbirds.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Another payoff pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting this.
David Lee will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Go, guys.
And this is going to be a foul ball. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Mets leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Peter Borges will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Left fielder, Peter Borges.
Now he runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Man, he get flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Ichiro Suzuki will dig in. He drove in a run with a sacrifice fly his first time.
Let's go, St. Louis. Come on, St. Louis. Woohoo!
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first. A double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Gerald Vaughn will try it again. He flew out his first time. In there, 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Wait for it.
2-1. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Chad Harris would be next. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're up 2-0. Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
First baseman, number 30.
Fastball in there for a called strike. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Brandon Beachy will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Brandon Beachy.
One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
And if you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Michael Kadire will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And he gets ahead 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Heading over is Ichiro, but he's not going to have a play as this is into the crowd. A foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Brian McCann will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Lays off 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Come on, Blue, that was a strike.
Three and 0 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, at the very least, this is going to allow the pitcher to hit here in this inning now instead of having to lead off the next inning.
Number 48 will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance. And that misses, ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now the 1-0 pitch. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Fouled back. 2 out with the man at first. Now the 2-2 pitch. Good idea with the circle change, but he lays off and the count runs full. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
On the ground to second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Chad Harris will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Third baseman, Chad Harris.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Here we go, Jack.
Oh,
Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the putout at first.
John Jay will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. First pitch to him. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
Yeah, good eye.
Goes the other way as this is down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Well, so much for your number 1 and 2 guys being your table setters. And they're both gone now on back-to-back strikeouts.
Nick Savage will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now. And that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Let's go one more time, baby.
Now a swing and a ground ball. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Daniel Murphy will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the sixth.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Now he tries to dial back here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball two.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he takes ball three, so it's a full count now.
And in a two-run game right here, you don't want to walk a guy leading off an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
And he's right on the fastball there as this is hit pretty well out towards deep left. And the sixth inning opens with a flyout, one away.
Well, I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Gary Cox will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Line hard to center field. Jay is there now, and he has it, two gone.
Making a bid here to pick up their very first hit of the ball game. This might have been their best opportunity so far. You know, it's certainly hit hard enough, but he's got it in his sights out there in the outfield, and he's able to put it away and keep him out of the hit column.
Michael Lee will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Two times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Outside, 3-0 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And he takes ball four, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's looked at two close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
3-0 now.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
David Lee will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Grant Balfour will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Grant Balfour.
Mark McGuire will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Mark McGuire.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And this is lined hard to deep left. Kadire has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
First pitch swinging here to start the inning, and he didn't waste any time waiting for his pitch. He got it right there. Just hit it right at somebody.
Yadier Molina will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. One out, nobody on. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The shortstop, number 27,
Johnny Peralta will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Right back with another fastball. It's 0-2 now.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Slider, but that's low as it's dug out by the catcher there. Two-two pitch on the way. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Kadire is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Now, this is a really tough play for a left fielder here, especially when he's moving to his right, because there's almost no foul ground here until that wall comes right up in your face. So just a great job to stay with that play.
Peter Borges will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And a fastball here is swung on and lifted in the air to left. Kadire is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cards leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Randy Choate is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 36, Randy Choate. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number 15.
Number 30 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The Mets, first baseman, number 30.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. hit softly to the right side. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Yeah, just a little chopper right here, but with this guy's speed, there's nothing routine about this play. And he's able to get rid of it quickly to get his man.
Michael Kadire will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Oh, yeah.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This would qualify as getting on base any way you can. Probably not the way he would have preferred, but when you're losing, you'll take it.
Brian McCann will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch coming. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be two? There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They're down 2-0. And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Dylan G will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Travis d'Arnaud will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ichiro Suzuki will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Leading off for St. Louis, right fielder, Ichiro.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Right back to the outside part of the plate, but that misses as well. It's 2-1. The pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
All right, let's go.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Well, with this guy, a walk is definitely as good as a hit, so that's probably why he's taken 3-1.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And there's out number 1.
Oh, no.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Number 15 will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Chad Harris.
Chad Harris will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Guys, come on.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Come on, you can go up.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he's got a lot of people excited around here. Not only does this guy have a chance to be an everyday player, he has a chance to be an impact player for years to come. And the early results, they look good as he hammered that one for a solid double.
John Jay will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
Come on, let's get a hit.
First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swing and a high chopper. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Travis d'Arnaud.
This is our house.
First pitch coming. In there, strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. For the shortstop, Peralta, who is left. He's up with it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Very brisk pace to the ballgame thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Daniel Murphy will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike 1. And this ball will be chopped foul. And here's a swing, and another chance out there is short. Picked up by Peralta. On to first, and there are 2 down.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Gary Cox will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Come on, let's get me out here!
Here's the 1-0. Now a swing, and oh boy, ground balls have ruled the inning. A 3rd straight right here. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Number 34 will come in and pitch now.
For the New York Mets, number 34.
Nick Savage will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one.
Second baseman, Nick Savage.
And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A little bit outside, 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Mark McGuire waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
And sometimes, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Mark McGuire will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around to score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Yadier Molina will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Redbirds down quietly. They're up 2-0. And now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Your attention, please.
And a save situation here, so on comes the right-hander Fernando Rodney.
Number 56, Fernando Rodney. Now catching and batting in the 7th spot. Number
Michael
72.
Lee will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's off his leg on the mound. And the recovery attempt will not be in time, as now the question becomes, how hard did that hit him? And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Number 3 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first offering. And this is fouled back and out of play.
by him.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
A ball hit hard to the left side. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. But they will still get the lead runner at second, so no double play. But, boy, very fortunate to record the first out there.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
David Lee will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Another change. This one's low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
From the belt, the pitch. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Peralta for 1. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Number 30 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. And Rodney with the good fastball out of the pen. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
Here's a fastball that he laces the other way into left, and this will split the gap for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Well, that's what he's done well all season. And that's swing the bat with runners in scoring position. He drives in another one here on the RBI double.
Matt Carpenter will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
16, Matt Carpenter.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Runners left in scoring position. One of the big keys to this ball game so far. Check swing here and a little looper. And they will put the tag on him. They got him. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, this one certainly wasn't a spotless finish, that's for sure. He does surrender a run, but he also gets the final out here to pick up the save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. So a good ball game is what we just watched. With runs hard to come by, it makes it much easier to find our difference maker, and this was the man, no doubt. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ball game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 2-1. Good night from St. Louis.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Mets, time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven. And remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.